And joining me now is one of the newest Flames that will be coming in this fall, DJ Schwenke. DJ, thanks for sitting down with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Well, let's first talk a little bit about obviously you coming to Liberty, because coming all the way from Colorado, how did you first hear about Liberty? And then what was it about Liberty that made you want to come and play hockey here instead of playing maybe closer to home?
Yeah, well, so I knew I wanted to get away from home to start off, like leave high school, start something new. So I went out east and played juniors in New Hampshire. It was actually my second roommate who was looking at Liberty who got me interested in it in the first place.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. And talk a little bit about now we've seen over your career playing with New Hampshire and New England that you've been a bit of a playmaker and also goal scorer, especially the last 2 years, scoring over 50 points, but also being the captain of the team. So talk a little bit about that playing style and how you feel like you'll not only your role will fit with the Flames, but even how to adjust with the new competition playing in the ACHA.
Yeah, so first year I went there, our head coach was Andrew Trimble. He's now the premier coach. But then the past 2 years, it was Tim Coons, who came from Boston College, a big name hockey school.
Yeah.
And so he brought everything he learned from there in his pro, which is a lot of high tempo, a lot of shooting, a lot of playmaking. And I tried to implement as much as that I could into my game. And I believe that'll transfer pretty well at Liberty.
Yeah, you definitely were able to implement a lot of that in your game. I've seen the success you've had. But yeah, coming in kind of, and remember seeing you talking about it with an interview in your article that you're coming in a bit of a transition year, especially with a lot of guys who are going out, heavy senior class. So now there'll be a heavy freshman class coming in. Have you had a chance to talk to any of the guys you're coming in with, or even more so talk to some of the guys that are currently still on the roster?
Yeah, so talking to the guys that I'm coming in with, Kirk's been really good at getting us involved with each other. And we've had a couple Zoom calls together, get to know a couple of the guys. And then also when I came out to visit in November, I got to meet a lot of the current players, big names like Jordan Bohinski, and then also got to meet Devin Pierce there and just got to see what kind of culture the program had.
And speaking of culture, obviously, I know that was a big decision factor for you coming in along with the transition. But yeah, preparing for next season, it's been a little bit tough because of all the conditions with COVID and stuff. So talk a little about how you've been able to prepare, especially with the kind of lack of resources that you're able to have right now.
Yeah, I mean, training's obviously hard. My normal gym's closed right now, so that's tough. But Kerr's been really good at getting workouts to me, and then also just you have the materials you need at your hand. So it's just about getting out there and getting the work done.
And now let's look forward to next season. Obviously, a lot of expectations coming in with this freshman class of yours. And talk a little bit about one of the things you're looking most forward to being able to suit up next season for the Flames.
Yeah, so my biggest thing was that atmosphere, which honestly, a little nervous about how that's going to look next year, but it's all in the Lord's hands, so we'll see what it's going to be like. But I got to see one of those midnight games. That was one of the most fun games I've ever watched.
Oh, yeah, definitely a premier event. So now we're going to get a little bit more in depth with getting to know you. We're going to do a quick rapid fire session, ask you real quick. So first off, I'm pretty sure most people knowing you're from Colorado, but what's your favorite NHL team?
Colorado Avalanche or Chicago Blackhawks.
And on the road, what's your favorite place to eat?
Chipotle.
Oh, yeah, that's a good choice. If you could play one sport beside hockey, what would it be?
Baseball.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and why?
Flying. I kind of want to be a pilot anyway, so definitely flying.
Who's your favorite NHL player?
Nathan McKinnon. Just really fun to watch.
And talk a little bit about now, obviously, you're a bit of a playmaker. So who do you model your game after in the NHL?
I do my best to model it after Sidney Crosby. He's not the fastest guy on the ice, but he knows how to skate and he knows how to make plays.
Awesome. Thanks again for sitting down with us, DJ, and can't wait to see you this fall.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you.